Thank you. So hope everybody's doing well. I'm Austin McIntosh. I won't give you the same information that Chris gave since we're from the same organization, but I'm from the University of Michigan. So I'm the president of our chapter over here at U of M. A lot of the same stuff that Chris talked about, we're also doing, and I'll show you a little bit different stuff that we do on our campus when we get our slides up. That's right, go blue, that's right. Thank you, Don. Let's see. Cool, so like I said, I'm the president of the University of Michigan chapter. Go ahead, hit the next slide.
There we go.
Cool. So first thing I want to talk about is what we do on campus. So we register students to vote, we promote freedom of speech, we support the Second Amendment, and we also encourage discussions between students. I really like to hammer home the encouraging discussion between students. I feel like our college campus, especially U of M, college campuses are, they like to be a safe place, but you can't have a safe space without discussions, and you need to, encroach that bubble and get in there and talk about stuff that affects the real world. And you can't just, I don't know, beat around the bush about certain topics that people might find offensive or inappropriate or whatever. So at U of M, I really try to hammer home, encourage discussion. Hit the next slide. So this is something that we do on campus is we try to get people to register to vote. This is an example of our table, and we take pictures with students on the left, on the left there. That's one of our tables. So we normally have like an event to attract students to our table, and typically that involves like free food or free coffee, free hot chocolate, because college students love free things, and they like free food especially because we have no money. So what we normally do is we set up an event, just like Chris talked about, and then when students come up, we say, hey, are you registered to vote? And if they're not, how can we get you registered to vote? We also encourage them to, if you're, it's kind of hard with college students, especially at U of M, because a lot of students are from out of state, or a lot of students are international and ask if they can vote or how they can vote. We always encourage people to, contact their clerk or their office if they don't know how they can vote, or find the proper way to do that. So what we always do is say, hey, where is your permanent residence, and register to vote there. I would say at U of M, until the quarantine hit, we probably had about 100 people registered to vote, which is really awesome. I would love for U of M to make the voting day a holiday. I'm not sure if it is, but that's really awesome that Wayne State did that. You can hit the next slide. So this is another example of our table, and that's me on the right there. So again, like what we do is we get really bold, vibrant flyers that attract people to come up to us. And really, you got to sell yourself when you're running one of these tables to get people to vote, because I think a lot of times people are nervous to come up and talk to you, especially talk to, they're nervous to talk to people at Turning Point at U of M. Again, that safe space, that bubble, they don't want anything outside of their own thinking. I can go ahead and hit the next slide. So during the quarantine, next slide, please. Thank you. So during the quarantine, what we do is we try to do some viral marketing, I guess. And on the right there is a picture of my dog with our AR-15. So what we do is we have a pretty popular Facebook page and say, hey, like, take a really funny picture or whatever, and then we post it online with a link to register to vote online, because in Michigan now you can do that. Obviously, we can't do in-person tables anymore due to the quarantine. But we do have a lot of fun making some funny pictures. I take them with my dog or a ferret or a horse, just to have a good time. On the left there is a picture, another really awesome way to engage students and engage really anybody. A lot of people come up to this. It's called the free speech ball. What you can do is you can come up, write whatever you want on the ball. It doesn't have to be like, it can be a left thinking attitude or right thinking thing or whatever you want to do. You can write on there, and while we have you there, we say, hey, are you registered to vote? How can we get you to vote? It's a ton of fun. People love it. It's an eye catcher seeing, a massive 5-foot inflatable beach ball there that people can ride on. People have a lot of fun with that. We get the next slide. So another thing that we do is we really encourage students to get engaged through media. So on the left there, I think I might have cut my picture off on accident, but you can see on our Facebook page, on one video, we have over 4 million views on just one singular video. We really use viral marketing on our Facebook to encourage people to vote and encourage people to follow along with Turning Point. On the right-hand side, you can see a picture of me on Fox News talking about the University of Michigan, talking about Turning Point. But again, this is other ways that we engage the internet to be able to register to vote. And then you hit the next slide. And that's pretty much it. If you want to contact us on Facebook, you can head to that Facebook link or our Instagram page. The National Turning Point website is there. And if you want to ask me any questions or contact me, you can direct message me on Instagram. But that's about it for how we get students to register to vote. Thank you.
Thank you, Austin. Good job.
Thank you.
We're going to go on now to Sergey Kelly. He is the editor of the Michigan State University Morning Watch publication. He's going to talk to us for 5 minutes about what's going on at MSU. And Sergey, if you can unmute yourself and